Then here you can see the project one. In this project, we are having a data of United States. There are many stores in which a survey was conducted based on students. Okay, that is how much students are spending on different kinds of purchases like video games, indoor games, toys, books, gadgets, and etc. So the student survey data set that I have shared with you, that is also in the description. So this data contains the student spending in the United States of America and where are they spending and how much are they spending on different kinds such as video games, indoor games, toys, books and gadgets. So in the data set, that is a student survey data set, store setting is the column that explains the type of location. Store setting is the column that explains type of location in which the store is present. By using this data set, we are trying to extract some meaningful insights. Okay. So this project is a industry of this project is it is a retail store project. Okay. And data set we are using is a student survey data set, and there are some 8 problems. There are 8 questions they have given. So like we can see there are 8 problems. So we have to find the answers or we have to create the solution for these 8 problems. Okay. So the first question is that we have to visualize data in a tabular format, and they have given 3 conditions here. The first condition is if the total amount of purchase is between 0 to 35,000, then we have to highlight those records in a red color. Second, if the total amount of purchase is between 35,000 to 60,000, then we have to highlight that in a yellow color. And if the you know total amount of purchase is greater than 60,000 and is equal to or greater than 60,000, then we have to highlight that in a blue color. Then second question, we have to create a matrix visualization. In third, we have to create a funnel chart, and in the funnel chart, we have to show the data label as a percentage of first. Then in the fourth question, we have to create a pie chart. And in the pie chart, we have to take different store locations. For suburban store setting only, here we are going to use some filters. Then we will be plotting a scatter plot to understand video games purchase and outdoor sports spent across the different ages. And also we are going to create a sand dance plot. Okay, I will guide you how to create this sand dance plot. Then on the 6th, we are going to restrict data access for the given users in the user mapping table. For example, money deals with the rural areas only, so she should be able to view the data which belongs to rural only, not urban and not suburban data. Okay. Then we will be publishing the Power BI reports. Publish the report on the Power BI cloud service and design the master dashboard consisting of funnel chart and scatter plots, and then create a scheduled refresh for 6 times in every 4 hours for the dashboard in a day. So in this question 7, we will be creating a dashboards on the Power BI desktop. We will be connecting with the or publishing on the Power BI service, and by using Power BI gateway, we will be scheduling refresh for 6 times in 4 hours for the dashboard in a day. 6 times in 4 hours. And last question is we will be using Q&A feature of Power BI to show average age of students and donut chart for total amount of purchase by store location. So this is our problem statement. This is our problem statement. So let's find the solutions for it and let's create a project on it. Okay. So open Excel sheet that I have shared. This is the student survey data. If you see, then if I select this, then I can see that there are 16 columns. How many columns? 16 columns here. And if I select it like this, I can understand how many rows are there. 755 rows. 16 column and 755 rows. From where we got? From here you can see count 755 When I select the, you know, columns, then it got count as a 16. Okay. So understand the data first. So first column is having survey number. Second column is having store number. Third column is having store locations. And in the store location, we can see there are cities name. Los Angeles, Seattle, Boston, New York, then Boston, New York, Seattle, Los Angeles, New York. So these are the city names. Then in the store setting, we have categorized these cities into the region. The first category is if I click on the store setting, I can see there are three categories. One is a rural, second is a suburb, and third one is a urban. Rural, urban, and suburb. Okay. After that, next column is having age. If I click on this filter, then I can see the data is from the age 7 to age 22, 7 to 20 age, 22 age. Then in the exchange, like how they paid, the mode of payment is given here. In the mode of payment, how many options are available? Cash and card. Then this is a survey date. This is the video games. This is the academic books, like how much they spent on the video games. This is how much they spent on the academic books, how much they spent on the toys, then how much they spent on the outdoor sports kit, how much they spent on the indoor sports kit, then how much they spent on the gadgets, how much they spent on the non-academic books. In this, number of items purchased, and this is the last column, total amount of purchase, that how much they spent on purchasing those things. So total there are 16 columns and 755 rows. This is a survey number, this is a store number, and from that store, uh, the person who is having age, how much he spent on what kind of, we can say, on the games, or their spendings on the different things, we can say. So their spendings are on the video games, academic books, toys, outdoor sports kits, indoor sports kits, gadgets, non-academic books, number of items purchased, and total amount of purchase. Okay, and students are of age from 7 to 22, 7 to 22. Okay, so everyone understood this data. Okay, so if you go down there, I can't see any blank value. Is there any blank value? No, there is no blank value, right? Headers are properly aligned there. Aligned or not? If you come on the top, then we can see headers are properly aligned. Then in the same student survey data, we are having one more sheet, that is user mapping. And in user mapping, there is a survey location, user ID, and the survey location, survey settings. We have divided all the cities into three parts. First one is a urban, rural, and suburb. Okay, like in India, we are having tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 city. So tier 1 they consider as a rural, urban, you can say. Then tier 2 as a suburb, that is suburban, and then third one is a rural. So in the survey location, urban, suburb, rural, suburban, rural, they have assigned four people. I Yeah, they have assigned four people. Nanny, who works for the urban and suburb, Mani, who works for the rural, Nitin works for the suburb, and Ashok works for the rural. Got it? So there are two sheets present in this student survey data. First one is a student survey, where in the student survey we can see the spendings on different kind of games, or the student spendings on different kinds of things. And second one is a user mapping, that who has done the which survey. So Nani has been assigned to the urban and suburb region. Mani has assigned to the rural, and Nitin has assigned to the suburb, and Ashok also assigned to the rural. Okay. So let's come to the Power BI desktop. Create a blank report. Then import data from Excel. Which file we will be selecting? Student survey data. Select the student survey data. Open it. After opening, now we will be working on both. What we did, we opened Power BI desktop, then imported data from the Excel sheet. We selected which sheet? Student survey data. So in the student survey data, we are having two sheets. One is a student survey, second one is a user mapping. So we will be working with both the sheets. So I'm selecting both sheets and I'm clicking on load. Now it will load data. Loaded. Great. So now click on transform data. After clicking on transform data, student survey is selected. See, is there any discrepancy? No, right? All the rows are good only. Second, what happened? If I here. Okay, first let's see on the student survey. Okay, so in the student survey, in the first column, 100% data is valid. In the second column, also 100% data is valid. There is no error. Check. Okay, so I think there is no error in this first data set, student survey. If you found, please let me know. Okay, but as far as my concern, like I have seen this sheet is a clean sheet. All the data is valid here. So come to the next user mapping. If we come on the user mapping, you can see the column names are not properly aligned. Column 1 and column 2 is given, whereas column name should be, first column name should be survey location, second column name should be user ID. So what will I do? I will click on this, and here we are having option use first row as a header. So I'm selecting use first row as a header. You can select from here also, no problem. Okay, and here also we are having option. So now we use first row as a header. Now everything is clean here. 100% valid. 100% valid, no error, zero empties, so no blanks also. Okay, so let's close and apply. Close and apply. Let's save this file by the name of Power BI project. Power BI project. I will write here project dashboard. Done. So now let's come to the question. Here we can see the first question is we have to create a tabular visualization. Tabular visualization means we have to create one table. In that table, we have to format the total amount of purchase column, based on store location and store setting. That means how many columns we need to import here? So come to the table first, select table. After selecting table, we will be working on three columns. The first column is a total amount of purchase. Okay. Second column, store location and store setting. Store setting. Got it? So now let me take the total amount of survey at the last. So I'm deselecting this and I'm selecting again. Let me check the question one more time. Okay, so format the total amount of purchase based on store location and store setting. The first formatting is if the total amount of purchase, tab means total amount of purchase is in between 0 to 35,000, then we have to make it red. Then 35,000 to 60,000 we have to make it yellow, and greater than 60,000 we have to make blue. Okay, let's come. Now click on visual. Let me increase the font size here. From 13, I will make 415 here. Also, let me increase the columns header. From 10 to I will make 12. Okay. Now, what we have to do? We have to apply a filter on what sum of total amounts. Okay. So let's come down here, select this table. After selecting table, where is the column sum of total amount? Okay. Click on this drop down arrow. Click on this conditional formatting option. In the conditional formatting option, we are having here background. Got it? Click on the background color. After clicking on background color, we are going to use rule. So select format style from gradient to rule. Then apply to values only. This is correct. What field should be based on this? Sum of total amount of purchase, that is selected. Summarization sum. Now here we need to give the condition. Now if the value is greater than or is equal to 0, right, then we don't have the data in percentage, we have data in number. So select number and should be less than 35,000. So give the maximum 35,000 numbers. And which color we have to show? Which color? Yeah, 0 to 35,000 record should be in the red color. So let's come here. Let's select this record in the red color. Got it? Okay. If you think that this is not the red, then you can go on the more colors. You can select. Okay, I will tell you one more times. I'm telling you one more time, guys. Please concentrate. This is the third column, sum of total amount of purchase. There is a drop down option. Can you see? Click on this drop down option. After clicking on this drop down option, we can see there is option called as conditional formatting. Conditional formatting. So in the conditional formatting, we are having few options here: background color, font color, data bars, icons, and web URL. So I'm clicking here on the background color. After clicking on background color, format style from gradient to rules, then apply to values only. What field should be based on this? Total amount of purchase, and summarization is a sum. Now we will be giving here rules. So the first, the total amount of purchase between 0 to $35,000, we have to make it rate. So here you can see is equal to or greater than 0. We don't have values in the percentage form. We are having values in the numbers form. So I'm selecting here numbers. Then here less than 35,000. We are having values in numbers. It's properly selected here. Then we have to make it red. So go on more colors. Click on this red. Where is the red? And I'm selecting here red. Got it? Next row, click on new rule. Next, values is equal to or greater than 35,000. Convert this percentage to numbers. Less than how much? 60,000. Then it should be in a yellow color. So I'm giving this yellow color here. And what is the third rule I have to apply? If values are greater than or is equal to 60,000, convert this percentage into numbers, and less than we have to give the greater than 60,000. So I can either change the rule from here less than or equal to, or I can see that less than maximum value I will give 1 lakh. Okay, and this we have to make it blue. Let me take this blue color, red, yellow, and blue. Got it? Values between 0 to 35,000, then make it red background. If values are between 35,000 to 60,000, make it yellow background. And if the values are greater than 60,000, make it blue. Got it? Now if I click on OK, what will happen? It will apply background colors to those particular fields. Is it true? Okay, let me click on OK. Got it? So this was our first question. This was our first question. Now you might be confused. We can give this, you can do this table formatting from here also. We can click on the format visual. After clicking on the format visual, we are having one option called as cell elements. In the cell elements, we can select this sum of total amount of purchase, and from here you can see the background color is on, and if I click on this formula, then I have already applied this formula. So we can do the conditional formatting in two ways. First way is that we can click on this format visuals, we can go to the cell elements, we can select column, and from here we can give the background color, font color, data bus, icons, or web URL, or we can go to this build visual. This is the column sum of total amount of purchase. Click on this drop down, go to the conditional formatting, select background color, or if you want to change the font color, you can select font color. If you want to apply the data bars, we can select this data bars. Got it? Can you go ahead with the next question? Yeah. So the next question is we have to create a matrix visualization. So create a matrix visualization to show the amount spent on outdoor sports across different ages. Amount spent on which sport? Outdoor sports across different ages and store setting. So we have to take the matrix visualization option. Then we have to select outdoor sports, age and store setting, and do the color formatting for the amount spent in total outdoor sports. So let's come to the page. Then where is the matrix card? This is the matrix. Selecting this matrix, let me drag it right just beside to this. And in the matrix, what we have to do? First, we have to select store setting, I think, right? So outdoor sports, store setting, and age. So store setting, I will select store setting, then outdoor sports, across different age. So I will be selecting here. So this has taken the age, sum of age it has taken. What we can take instead of sum of cells, we can take the count. You know the difference between count and sum of cells, sum of age, right? Sum of age means it is adding the sum of age. Count means it is taking how many, okay? So I will go here. Just let me increase the values font. I'm making it 15. For the column address, I'm making it 12. Okay. So what they have asked us to do, come to the question. They have asked us to do the color formatting for the amount spent in total outdoor sports. Color formatting to the amount spent on total outdoor sports games. So here we have to do the color formatting. Now we know how to do the color formatting. Select this, right? Sum of outdoor sports. Click on this drop down. Go to the conditional formatting. Now we don't have to color the background. They have asked you to color the numbers. So I can click on font color. After clicking on font color, apply this rule. Okay. Now sum of outdoors tool. So if I have to give the same color all across, then I can use the same color. Like I will start with the 0 and end it at 1 lakh. And suppose I'm giving here the color as a dark blue color I will be giving. Okay. Got it? Got it? Yes. I've given dark blue, so you guys are not understanding it properly, right? So let me change the color. From the dark blue, I will make it red. You can't see the color change, but its color is changed to the red. Got it? Is it done? Done. Okay, let's move on the next. Let's move on the next question. The next question is we have to create a funnel chart. We have to create a funnel chart to show total amount of purchase by store setting. We have to create a funnel chart to show total amount of purchase by store setting and show the data label as a percentage of cost. Okay, so we have to create a funnel chart to show total amount of purchase by store setting. That means which two columns we need to take. First one is a total amount of purchase and second one is a store setting. So let's come on here. I'm creating a new page here. On the new page, I'm taking funnel chart. Okay, let me expand this. In the funnel chart, I will be taking total settings, store settings, then total amount of purchase. Got this? This is our funnel chart. Done here. Now we have created the funnel chart, but what's the condition they have given here? Condition is that create a funnel chart to show total amount of purchase by store setting, and we have to show data labels as percentage of first. Data labels as percentage of first. That means we will consider first as 100%, and then second, how much percentage it is of first. Third, how much percentage it is of first. Okay. So show the data labels as percentage of first. So let's come on this Power BI desktop. Then click on these data labels. Let me hide these quick measures. Click on this data labels, expand this. Here position is inside center. That means all the numbers we are getting inside the center of this chart. If I click on outside the end, it will show us outside the end, but inside end is better. So I'm going with the inside end. And here in the data label contents, there are some features here: data value, percentage of first, percentage of previous, data value, percentage of first, data value, percentage of previous. So here I want to take percentage of first. I want to keep data values also, and I want to take the percentage of first. So I'm selecting last one so that you can see here I got the data values and also I got the percentage of first. Now all